Have you ever wondered if there are places on Earth that look like they came straight out of a dream? Well, guess what? They're real. There are hidden spots so strange, so magical, that even scientists couldn't believe their eyes the first time they saw them. From glowing caves deep underground, to mountains that shine with every color of the rainbow, and even lakes that look like they're filled with blood. These are the world's hidden wonders, breathtaking secrets that nature tried to keep from us, but not anymore. Today, we're going to uncover the most unbelievable places on our planet, one by one. So buckle up and stay till the end, because number one will blow your mind. Trust me, it looks like it's from another planet. Number 40, the door to hell, Turkmenistan. Deep in the desert of Turkmenistan, there's a giant hole in the ground that has been burning for over 50 years, non-stop. People call it the door to hell, and when you see it, you'll understand why. Back in 1971, scientists were drilling for natural gas, but suddenly the ground collapsed, creating a massive crater. When gas started leaking out, they set it on fire, hoping it would burn for a few days and stop. But here's the crazy part. It never stopped. For more than half a century, the fire has been burning day and night, lighting up the desert sky like a giant torch. At night, it looks like the earth has opened up and flames are coming straight from the underworld. Even from far away, travelers say they can feel the heat. Some say it's beautiful, others call it scary, but one thing's for sure, it's one of the most mysterious places on Earth. Number 39, Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Imagine standing in a place so flat and shiny that it looks like you're walking on the sky. Welcome to Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, found in Bolivia. It was once a giant lake that dried up thousands of years ago, leaving behind a massive layer of white salt stretching as far as you can see, more than 10,000 square kilometers. That's bigger than some countries. But here's the magical part. When it rains, a thin layer of water covers the salt, turning the ground into a giant mirror. The sky reflects perfectly on the surface, making it feel like you're floating in the clouds. People call it the mirror of the sky, and it's one of the most amazing views on Earth. Photographers, travelers, and even astronauts love it. NASA uses it to test satellite cameras because it's that flat. It's peaceful, endless, and so unreal that you'll wonder, am I still on Earth? Welcome to Salar de Uyuni, nature's biggest mirror. Number 38, Fly Geyser, Nevada, USA. In the middle of the Nevada desert, there's something that looks like it came from another planet, a rainbow-colored mountain that shoots hot water into the air. This is the Fly Geyser, and it's one of the most colorful wonders on Earth. It wasn't even made on purpose. Back in 1964, a group of workers were drilling the ground to find water, but instead, they hit a hot spring full of geothermal energy, water heated deep inside the Earth. The hot water started spraying out, and over time, minerals built up around the hole, forming a tall, cone-shaped geyser. Here's the magical part. Tiny organisms that love heat started growing on it, painting it in bright shades of red, green, yellow, and orange. Today, the Fly Geyser looks like a glowing, living rainbow fountain. It constantly sprays warm water and steam, creating a beautiful mist around it. The colors change with sunlight, making it look alive. It's nature's art, made by accident, but too perfect to be real. That's the Fly Geyser, Nevada's hidden rainbow wonder. Number 37, Marble Caves, Chile. Deep in the blue waters of Patagonia, Chile, there's a magical place that looks like it belongs in a fairy tale, the Marble Caves. These caves are not made of rock like most caves. They're made of marble, a shiny stone that reflects light beautifully. Over thousands of years, gentle waves carved and shaped the marble, creating smooth walls and swirling patterns that look like ocean art. When sunlight shines through the clear blue water, it bounces off the marble walls and makes the entire cave glow bright blue. The colors change every hour, sometimes deep blue, sometimes turquoise, and sometimes white and silver. You can only reach the marble caves by boat, gliding over the calm water as light dances around you. It feels peaceful, almost like stepping inside a glowing crystal. Many travelers call it the Marble Cathedral because it's so grand and beautiful that it feels sacred. It's nature's own masterpiece. No paint, no lights, just water, stone, and sunlight working together in perfect harmony. Number 36. Lake Hillier, Australia. Imagine flying over an island and suddenly seeing a bright pink lake, not light pink, but bubblegum pink. That's Lake Hillier, one of the most beautiful and mysterious places in Australia. What's amazing is that this color is completely real. No filters, no Photoshop. It stays pink all year long, even when you scoop the water into a bottle. Scientists say the color comes from tiny living things called microorganisms that love salty water. These tiny creatures produce a natural pigment that turns the water pink. The lake sits right next to the deep blue ocean, so from above it looks like a giant piece of art, bright pink water surrounded by green forests and blue sea. Even though it looks like candy, it's not safe for swimming because it's super salty, even saltier than the ocean. Lake Hillier is one of Earth's sweetest-looking secrets, a natural wonder that proves our planet is full of surprises. It's like nature dipped her paintbrush and said, "Let's make something pink today." Number 35. Pamukkale, Turkey. In the heart of Turkey, there's a magical place that looks like it's made of snow and ice, but it's not cold at all. This wonder is called Pamukkale, which means cotton castle in Turkish. Pamukkale is covered in white terraces that look like frozen waterfalls or soft clouds stacked on the side of a hill. These terraces were formed by mineral-rich hot water flowing down from the mountains for thousands of years. When the warm water cooled, it left behind layers of white, shiny rock called travertine. The best part? The water is still warm and full of minerals, so people can actually dip their feet in the pools and relax. When sunlight hits the white terraces, they sparkle like diamonds, and the turquoise blue water shines like crystal. From far away, Pamukkale looks like a magical castle made of cotton candy or snow. It's one of those places where nature decided to mix science and beauty perfectly. Pamukkale truly is nature's own white paradise, calm, peaceful, and totally breathtaking. Number 34. Glowworm Caves, New Zealand. Deep in New Zealand, there's a cave that looks like the night sky. But it's not stars you're seeing. It's filled with thousands of tiny glowing creatures called glowworms. These glowworms hang from the top of the cave and shine a soft blue-green light, turning the dark cave into a magical, glowing world. People who visit say it feels like stepping into a real-life galaxy underground. The glowworms use their light to attract food. It's their clever little trick for survival. The brighter they glow, the more insects come close. To explore the Waitomo glowworm caves, visitors ride slowly on boats through the silent darkness. All you can hear is the gentle drip of water and the quiet "wow" from everyone looking up. The ceiling above twinkles like a million tiny stars, but it's all nature's work. No lamps, no wires, just glowworms doing what they do best. It's peaceful, beautiful, and a little mysterious. Proof that even in the darkest places, nature finds a way to shine. Number 33. Mount Roraima, Venezuela, Brazil, Guyana. In the middle of South America, where Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana meet, there stands a mountain that looks like it's floating in the sky. It's called Mount Roraima, and it's one of the oldest and most mysterious mountains on Earth, over 2 billion years old. Unlike normal mountains that have pointed tops, Mount Roraima is flat on the top, like a giant stone table. Because it's so high, the peak is often surrounded by thick clouds, making it look like an island in the sky. The view from the top is magical. There are strange rock formations, sparkling waterfalls, and plants that can't be found anywhere else in the world. Some people say it feels like being on another planet. This incredible place even inspired movies like Avatar and Up. The floating mountains in those films were based on Mount Roraima's shape and beauty. It's a place full of mystery, magic, and ancient secrets. A real-life world above the clouds. That's Mount Roraima, nature's sky-high masterpiece. Number 32. Socotra Island, Yemen. Far away in the blue waters of the Arabian Sea, there's a tiny island called Socotra, and it's unlike any other place on Earth. Some people even call it the most alien-looking place in the world, because its plants and trees look like they came straight from another planet. The most famous tree here is the dragon's blood tree. It has a big umbrella-shaped top and red sap that looks like blood. That's how it got its name. The island is also home to plants and animals you can't find anywhere else. The ground is rocky, the air feels ancient, and the landscape looks like a mix between a desert and a dream. Scientists say Socotra has been separated from the mainland for millions of years, which is why life here evolved in such a unique way. When you walk around, it truly feels like you've landed on another planet, but it's all real, right here on Earth. That's Socotra Island, nature's secret world of strange beauty and alien magic. Number 31. Lake Natron, Tanzania. In the heart of Tanzania, there's a lake so strange and scary looking that people once called it the Lake of Death. It's called Lake Natron, and it's bright red. Yes, red. From far away, it looks like a pool of blood, but it's actually full of special salt and minerals that give the water its color. These minerals make the lake super hot and so salty and alkaline that most animals can't survive in it. Here's the creepy part. When small birds or animals fall into the lake, the water slowly turns them into stone-like mummies. It's not magic, it's science. The minerals dry their bodies so fast that they look perfectly preserved, as if frozen in time. But not everything fears this lake. Flamingos love it. They come here to build nests and raise their babies safely, since most predators stay far away. Lake Natron might look deadly, but it's also full of life and wonder, a place where beauty and danger meet. That's nature's mysterious Red Lake of Tanzania. Number 30. Ice Caves of Mendenhall Glacier, Alaska, USA. Deep in Alaska, there's a frozen world that looks like something out of a fairy tale. The Ice Caves of Mendenhall Glacier. These caves are made completely out of blue ice, and they glow like crystal tunnels under the glacier. When sunlight shines through the thick ice, it turns everything around you into shades of blue, light blue, deep blue, and sometimes even silver. But here's the amazing part. These caves are always changing. Because the glacier is slowly melting and moving, the caves are never the same for long. One year a tunnel might be there, and the next year it's gone, replaced by a new one. Inside, it's quiet, except for the sound of dripping water and the gentle cracking of ice. Every step feels like walking inside a frozen dream. The ice caves of Mendenhall show us how powerful and beautiful nature can be, always moving, always creating something new. It's a magical, melting wonder that reminds us the Earth is alive, even in the coldest places. Number 29. The Chocolate Hills, Philippines. In the heart of the Philippines, there's a landscape that looks like it came straight out of a storybook. Thousands of tiny, round hills stretching as far as you can see. These are the Chocolate Hills, and there are over 1,200 of them. Each hill is shaped almost perfectly round, standing close together like giant scoops of ice cream. During the rainy season, the hills are bright green and full of grass. But when summer arrives and the sun gets hot, the hills turn brown, and that's when the hills look just like chocolates. No one knows exactly how they were formed. Some scientists say they came from ancient coral reefs pushed up by volcanoes, while local legends say giants once threw mud at each other, and that's how the hills were made. Whatever the truth is, the view is breathtaking. Standing among these perfect little hills feels like being inside a box of nature's chocolates. That's the Chocolate Hills, sweet, mysterious, and one of the most beautiful treasures of the Philippines. Number 28. Zhangjiajie National Forest, China. In the misty lands of China, there's a forest that looks like it belongs in a fantasy movie because it actually inspired one. Welcome to Zhangjiajie National Forest, home to the world's famous floating pillar mountains. These tall stone towers rise straight out of the ground, some more than 1,000 meters high. They're covered in green trees, surrounded by clouds, and look like they're floating in the air. If you've seen the movie Avatar, the flying mountains of Pandora were based on this very place. The director was so amazed by Zhangjiajie's beauty that he used it as his main inspiration. Over millions of years, wind and rain carved these mountains into their magical shapes. When fog fills the valleys, the pillars seem to hover above the clouds, just like in a dream. You can walk across glass bridges high above the cliffs and look down at this jaw-dropping view. It's peaceful, powerful, and full of mystery. A real-life world where nature meets imagination. That's Zhangjiajie, China's floating wonder. Number 27. The Great Blue Hole, Belize. Off the coast of Belize, in the Caribbean Sea, there's a giant, perfectly round hole in the ocean, so huge and so deep that it looks like the eye of the sea. This incredible place is called the Great Blue Hole, and it's one of the largest underwater sinkholes in the world. It's about 300 meters wide and over 120 meters deep. That's deeper than a 30-story building. The water inside is a deep, dark blue, while the ocean around it is bright turquoise, making it look like a giant blue circle from above. Scientists believe the Great Blue Hole was formed during the Ice Age, when part of the land collapsed and got filled with seawater. Divers from all over the world visit this spot to explore its underwater caves and strange rock formations. They even find ancient stalactites deep inside. From above, it looks calm and beautiful, but inside, it hides one of the ocean's greatest mysteries. That's the Great Blue Hole, the ocean's giant, breathtaking eye. Number 26. Antelope Canyon, USA. In the sunny deserts of Arizona, USA, there's a magical place where the rocks seem to move like ocean waves, even though they're completely still. This is Antelope Canyon, one of the most beautiful and photographed canyons in the world. The canyon's smooth, curvy walls are made of sandstone, carved by rushing water and wind over millions of years. When sunlight shines through the narrow openings above, it turns the walls into shades of orange, gold, pink, and red. Walking through Antelope Canyon feels like stepping inside a glowing tunnel made of fire and light. The air is cool and quiet, and the sunlight dances across the walls, creating magical patterns all around you. Native American people call it a sacred place, believing it connects the earth and the sky. It's peaceful, powerful, and full of beauty shaped only by nature's hands. No machines, no paint, just wind, water, and time. That's Antelope Canyon, where the desert turns into a living work of art. Number 25. Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. On the rugged coast of Northern Ireland, there's a place that looks like it was built by giants, but it's actually made by nature. This magical spot is called the Giant's Causeway, and it's made up of about 40,000 hexagon-shaped stone columns that fit together like pieces of a puzzle. Long ago, around 60 million years, hot lava from a volcano flowed into the ocean. When it cooled down, it cracked into these amazing shapes, like stepping stones made of rock. Some people say it looks so perfect that it has to be man-made, but nope, it's 100% natural. Scientists say it's the result of how the lava cooled, but locals have a much cooler story. Legend says a giant named Finn McCool built the stones to walk across the sea to fight another giant in Scotland. Whether you believe the science or the story, the Giant's Causeway is one of the most breathtaking wonders on Earth, where myth and nature meet in perfect harmony. Number 24. Blood Falls, Antarctica. In the freezing land of Antarctica, there's a glacier that looks like it's bleeding. Yes, you heard that right. From the side of a pure white glacier, bright red water flows out, looking like a waterfall made of blood. But don't worry, it's not real blood. The place is called Blood Falls, and the red color actually comes from iron oxide, which is basically rust. When salty water trapped deep under the glacier meets air, the iron inside it reacts with oxygen, just like how metal turns rusty. This makes the water turn dark red. Scientists say this red water has been sealed away under the ice for millions of years. No sunlight, no oxygen, and full of tiny living microbes that somehow survived all this time. So when the water finally leaks out, it tells scientists secrets about life in extreme places, even how life might survive on other planets like Mars. Blood Falls may look creepy, but it's one of Earth's most amazing natural wonders, a reminder that even the coldest places have hidden life and mystery. Number 23. Caño Cristales, Colombia. In the heart of Colombia, there's a magical river that looks like a rainbow flowing through the jungle. It's called Caño Cristales, also known as the River of Five Colors. When you look at it, you can see red, yellow, green, blue, and purple, all shining together in the crystal clear water. But what makes this river so colorful? It's not paint or magic. It's a special plant that grows only here, called Mecarenia clavigera. During certain months, when the sunlight and water level are just right, these plants glow in bright colors, turning the whole river into a moving rainbow. People travel from all over the world just to see it, but it's only visible for a few weeks each year, like nature's limited edition artwork. Caño Cristales isn't just beautiful, it's alive, vibrant, and totally unique. It reminds us that Mother Nature is the greatest artist, painting wonders we could never imagine. So next time you see a rainbow in the sky, remember, there's a river in Colombia that's full of rainbows too. Number 22. Spotted Lake, Canada. In Canada, there's a lake that looks like it's been splashed with giant drops of paint. This amazing place is called Spotted Lake, and when you see it from above, it's covered in hundreds of colorful circles, green, yellow, blue, and even white. But here's the cool part. These spots aren't made by humans at all. They're made by minerals. During the hot summer, most of the water in the lake evaporates or dries up, leaving behind tiny ponds filled with different minerals like magnesium, calcium, and sodium sulfate. Each mineral creates a different color, so the lake turns into a natural painting made by the earth itself. For centuries, the indigenous people of Canada have called it a sacred place, believing its waters have healing powers. Scientists visit too, to study how nature creates something so beautiful and strange. So while it may look like someone spilled a giant paint palette, Spotted Lake is proof that nature doesn't need brushes to make art, it just needs a little sunshine and time. Number 21. Mount Erebus, Antarctica. Deep in the frozen land of Antarctica, where everything is covered in ice and snow, there's something totally unexpected. A volcano that's still alive. It's called Mount Erebus, and it's one of the southmost active volcanoes on Earth. But what makes it even more amazing? It doesn't just erupt with normal orange lava, it glows with blue fire. This happens because the volcano releases special gases like methane and sulfur, which burn with a bright blue color when they meet the icy air. It's like fire and ice living together, something straight out of a fantasy movie. Mount Erebus also has lava lakes that bubble all year round, even when the temperature outside drops far below freezing. Scientists risk the cold and danger to study it, hoping to understand how life and fire can exist in one of the coldest places on Earth. So while most volcanoes live in hot tropical lands, Mount Erebus stands proudly in the middle of ice, proving that even in the coldest places, nature's fire never dies. Number 20. Fingal's Cave, Scotland. On a small island in Scotland, there's a sea cave that looks like it was built by giants. It's called Fingal's Cave, and it's made of thousands of perfect hexagonal rocks. Yes, perfect six-sided shapes, all formed naturally by lava millions of years ago. When hot lava cooled down slowly, it cracked into these amazing shapes, almost like nature was playing with building blocks. And that's not even the coolest part. When the ocean waves crash inside the cave, they create deep, haunting echoes that sound like music from another world. Long ago, people believed magical creatures lived here because the sounds were so mysterious and beautiful. Even famous musicians like Felix Mendelssohn were inspired by it and wrote music about the cave. You can only reach Fingal's cave by boat, and when you go inside, it feels like walking into a stone cathedral built by nature itself. It's one of those places that reminds us the Earth doesn't just build mountains and rivers, sometimes it builds music in stone. Number 19. Waitomo Glowworm Caves, New Zealand. Deep in New Zealand, there's a cave that looks just like the night sky full of stars. But here's the twist. Those stars are actually tiny glowing creatures. This magical place is called the Waitomo Glowworm Caves, and the little lights you see are from insects called glowworms. They hang from the ceiling of the cave and shine with a soft blue-green glow, lighting up the darkness like a galaxy underground. When you take a quiet boat ride through the caves, all you can see above you are thousands of twinkling lights. It feels like floating through space. But why do they glow? The glowworms use their light to attract tiny insects that fly toward the glow, thinking it's the sky. It's nature's clever trap. Beautiful, but smart. Scientists say this glowing cave has been forming for millions of years, and the glowworms have made it their sparkling home. The Waitomo Glowworm Caves show us that even in total darkness, nature finds a way to shine. Number 18. Wulingyuan Scenic Area, China. In the heart of China, there's a place that looks like it came straight out of a fantasy movie. Thousands of tall, thin stone towers rising high into the clouds. This breathtaking place is called the Wulingyuan Scenic Area, and it's so magical that it inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. These giant rock pillars, more than 3,000 of them, were formed over millions of years by wind and rain slowly carving the stone. Some of them are taller than real skyscrapers. When morning mist rolls through the valleys, the rocks look like islands floating in the sky. Green plants grow on top of the pillars, and monkeys and birds live there, jumping from one tower to another, like nature's version of a high-rise city. It's a peaceful, dreamlike world that shows just how powerful and creative Mother Nature can be. So next time you see tall city buildings, remember, long before humans built skyscrapers, nature already made its own in Wulingyuan, China. Number 17. The Wave, Arizona, USA. In the dry desert of Arizona, there's a rock formation so strange and beautiful that it looks like someone painted it with a giant brush. This natural wonder is called the Wave, and when you look at it, you'll see swirling lines of red, orange, and yellow stone, twisting and curving just like waves in the ocean. But this isn't paint, it's real rock that formed over 190 million years ago. Back then, sand dunes covered this land. Over time, wind and rain pressed the sand together, turning it into sandstone. Slowly, the wind kept shaping it until it became these amazing wave-like patterns you see today. Walking through the wave feels like stepping inside a 3D painting or another planet. Because it's so rare and fragile, only a few visitors are allowed each day to keep it safe. Every swirl and color in the wave tells a story written by wind, time, and nature. No artist could ever recreate it. It's proof that sometimes the Earth doesn't just build, it creates art. Number 16. Son Doong Cave, Vietnam. Deep in the forests of Vietnam, there's a cave so huge it could fit an entire city inside. This incredible place is called Son Doong Cave, and it's the largest cave in the world. So big that it has its own jungle, rivers, and even weather system inside. When explorers first discovered it in the 1990s, they couldn't believe their eyes. Inside the cave, there are giant walls, clouds of mist floating around, and trees growing high under the open holes in the ceiling where sunlight shines through. It feels like stepping into a secret underground world that time forgot. The cave is over 5 kilometers long and tall enough to fit a 40-story building. Rain from the surface creates waterfalls that flow through it, and rare animals and plants live only here, nowhere else on Earth. Sondong Cave reminds us that there are still places on our planet that humans are only just beginning to explore. It's not just a cave, it's an underground universe built by nature. Number 15, Grand Canyon, USA. Imagine standing at the edge of a massive canyon so deep, so wide, that it looks endless. Welcome to the Grand Canyon, one of the most stunning natural wonders on Earth, carved by nature's own hands over millions of years. The Colorado River slowly cut through layers of rock, creating this giant masterpiece stretching 277 miles long and over a mile deep. From above, you can see colors that change with the sunlight: red, orange, gold, and even purple. It's like Earth's history painted on stone. Scientists say the Grand Canyon is around 5 to 6 million years old, and each layer of rock tells a story of how our planet changed through time. But when you see it in person, you don't just see rocks, you feel the power of nature. Some people hike down into it, others just stand at the top, silent and amazed. No matter what, one thing is clear: the Grand Canyon is proof that nature is the greatest artist of all. Number 14, White Desert, Egypt. In the heart of Egypt, far away from the busy cities and golden pyramids, there's a desert that doesn't look golden at all. It's completely white. This amazing place is called the White Desert, and it looks like it's covered in snow and ice, but it's actually made of white chalk rock. Over thousands of years, strong desert winds carved these white rocks into incredible shapes. Some look like giant mushrooms, others like camels, birds, and castles. When the sun sets, the desert glows golden, and at night, under the moonlight, it shines bright white, like you're standing on another planet. Even though it looks cold, it's actually very hot. This desert just tricks your eyes. Many travelers say walking through the white desert feels like stepping into a dream world made of snow and sand mixed together. It's one of the few places on Earth where silence feels magical. No sound, no trees, just endless white beauty created by wind, time, and nature's imagination. Number 13. Crystal Cave, Mexico. Deep underground in Mexico, there's a place that looks like it came straight out of a Superman movie, a glowing world made entirely of crystals. It's called the Crystal Cave, or Cueva de los Cristales, and it's one of the most unbelievable natural wonders on Earth. Inside this cave, the crystals are huge. Some are taller than a 2-story house and weigh more than 50 tons. These shining crystals formed over 500,000 years when hot, mineral-rich water slowly cooled deep inside the Earth. Over time, minerals like gypsum grew into these massive, glass-like crystals that sparkle under light. But here's the catch. It's so hot inside, about 58 degrees Celsius or 136 degrees Fahrenheit, that people can only stay for a few minutes at a time. Scientists who studied it had to wear special suits to survive. Walking inside feels like entering Superman's fortress of solitude, silent, glowing, and magical. The Crystal Cave reminds us that even deep below the ground, the Earth hides treasures more beautiful than diamonds. Number 12. Lake Baikal, Russia. In the cold heart of Russia, there's a lake so deep, so clear, and so magical, it looks like it came from another world. This is Lake Baikal, the deepest and oldest lake on Earth. It's over 25 million years old and holds 20% of all the world's fresh water. In winter, when the lake freezes, something truly amazing happens. Thousands of crystal-clear ice bubbles get trapped under the frozen surface. These bubbles are made of gases released by tiny plants and animals living below. When the water freezes, the bubbles get stuck, creating a scene that looks like stars frozen inside glass. The ice is so clear you can see 40 meters deep, and it's strong enough for cars to drive over. When sunlight shines on it, the whole lake sparkles like a giant diamond. Locals call it the Pearl of Siberia, and they say it's so pure you can drink straight from it. Lake Baikal isn't just a lake, it's a frozen wonderland that shows the quiet beauty and mystery of nature's power. Number 11. Red Beach, China. In the northeast of China, there's a beach that doesn't have golden sand or blue waves. Instead, it's completely bright red. This stunning place is called the Red Beach, and every autumn, it looks like the ocean is surrounded by a sea of red velvet. But here's the secret. It's not paint or magic. The color comes from a special type of seaweed called sueda. This rare plant starts off green in spring, then slowly turns deep red by autumn, covering the whole coastline like a giant red carpet. The Red Beach is found in the Liaoning province and is part of the biggest wetland and reed marsh in the world. It's home to hundreds of rare birds and animals, even endangered species like red-crowned cranes. People come from all over the world to walk on wooden bridges built over the red fields, taking photos of this unreal view. The red beach proves that even something as simple as seaweed can turn nature into a masterpiece of color and life. Number 10. Aokigahara Forest, Japan. At the base of Japan's famous Mount Fuji, there's a forest so quiet and mysterious that people call it the Sea of Trees. This is Aokigahara Forest, and when you walk inside, it feels like time has completely stopped. The forest is made up of thick green trees that twist in every direction, and the ground is covered with ancient lava from an old volcano. The trees grow so close together that it blocks out most of the wind and sound, making it strangely silent. You can even hear your own heartbeat here. Because it's so peaceful and still, people say it feels like another world, far away from noise and busy life. It's also filled with small caves, moss-covered rocks, and narrow paths that seem to go on forever, like a natural maze. Despite its spooky reputation, Aokigahara is also a place of beauty and calm, reminding us how powerful silence can be. It's nature's quiet whisper, a place where even the wind slows down to listen. Number 9. Eye of the Sahara, Mauritania. Deep in the endless sands of the Sahara Desert, there's something so huge and strange that astronauts can see it from space. It's called the Eye of the Sahara, or the Richat structure, and it looks just like a giant blue and brown bullseye drawn on the Earth's surface. This massive circular formation is about 40 kilometers wide. That's bigger than some entire cities. From above, it looks like rings inside rings, perfectly shaped, sitting in the middle of nowhere. But here's the mystery. No one knows exactly how it was made. Some scientists think it's the remains of a volcano that collapsed long ago. Others believe it was formed by erosion over millions of years, and a few even wonder if it was once hit by a giant meteor. Whatever the truth is, the Eye of the Sahara is one of Earth's greatest puzzles. It reminds us that even today, there are still secrets hidden in plain sight, big enough for space travelers to see, yet mysterious enough to keep us guessing. Number 8. Bora Bora. Bora Bora, often called the Pearl of the Pacific, is one of the most beautiful islands on Earth, and it truly feels like a dream come to life. Located in French Polynesia, this tropical paradise is surrounded by crystal-clear turquoise waters, soft white sand beaches, and overwater bungalows that make you feel like you're floating on the ocean. The island is perfect for relaxation, romance, and adventure all in one. You can swim with colorful fish, explore coral reefs, take a jet ski around the lagoon, or just watch the sunset behind Mount Otomanu, the island's stunning volcanic peak. The warm and friendly locals, fresh seafood, and peaceful atmosphere make Bora Bora feel like a world far away from stress and noise. Whether you're on a honeymoon, a family vacation, or just chasing the ultimate island escape, Bora Bora offers pure magic at every corner. It's not just a place you visit, it's a place that stays in your heart forever. Number 7. The Blue Lake Cave, Brazil. Hidden deep underground in Brazil, there's a cave that holds one of the most magical sights on Earth. A lake so bright and blue, it looks like liquid sapphire. This stunning place is called the Blue Lake Cave, or Gruta do Lago Azul in Portuguese. When sunlight enters through a small opening at just the right angle, it hits the crystal clear water and makes it glow with a brilliant blue light. It's so bright, it almost feels like the water has its own light inside it. The cave is very old. Scientists believe it's over 10,000 years old, and they even found ancient animal bones here, like giant sloths and saber-toothed cats. The water is so clear that you can see straight to the bottom, even though the lake is over 200 feet deep. People come from all over the world to see this glowing underground wonder. The Blue Lake Cave reminds us that sometimes the most beautiful places aren't on mountains or beaches. They're hidden beneath our feet, waiting to shine. Number 6. Reelfoot Lake, USA. Deep in the state of Tennessee, USA, there's a lake that wasn't always there. In fact, it was created by a massive earthquake over 200 years ago. Back in 1811 and 1812, the ground shook so hard that parts of the land sank, rivers changed their paths, and a brand new lake was formed, Reelfoot Lake. But what makes this lake truly magical are the mysterious cypress trees that grow straight out of the water. Their roots twist and rise above the surface like wooden sculptures, giving the lake an otherworldly look, almost like a scene from a fantasy movie. The still, misty water makes everything feel calm yet mysterious, and when the sun sets, the trees cast long shadows that look absolutely breathtaking. Reelfoot Lake is also home to hundreds of birds, fish, and even bald eagles, making it a perfect place for nature lovers and photographers. This lake is a reminder that sometimes nature can create beauty even from destruction. Out of a powerful earthquake came one of America's most peaceful and mysterious places. Number 5. Mount Kilimutu, Indonesia. High up in the mountains of Indonesia, there's a volcano that hides something truly magical. 3 lakes that change colors on their own. This place is called Mount Kilimutu, and instead of lava, it's filled with 3 crater lakes that glow in blue, green, and red. But here's the really strange part. Their colors don't stay the same. Sometimes they turn dark blue, then green, then suddenly reddish-brown. Scientists believe this happens because of minerals and gases coming from deep inside the volcano that react with the water, but no one knows exactly why or when it changes. It's still a mystery. The local people believe these lakes are sacred. They say each lake holds the spirits of the dead, and the changing colors show their moods. When the morning sun rises over Mount Kilimutu, the lakes sparkle like jewels set in stone. It's one of the most magical and mysterious places on Earth, where nature paints its own masterpiece, and no one can guess what color it will be next. Number 4. The underwater waterfall, Mauritius. Imagine standing on a beach and seeing what looks like a giant waterfall inside the ocean itself. That's exactly what you'll find near the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. From above, it looks like the sea is falling deep underwater, as if there's a hole in the ocean floor. But don't worry, it's not really a waterfall. It's actually an optical illusion, a trick of the eyes created by sand and silt being pushed off an underwater shelf by ocean currents. When seen from above, the lighter sand looks like it's flowing down into a deep blue hole, making it seem like the ocean is melting into itself. This magical site is one of the most photographed spots in the world, and people who visit Mauritius often take helicopter rides just to see this underwater waterfall with their own eyes. Nature truly loves to play tricks sometimes, and this one is so perfect, it makes you wonder if the ocean is trying to show us a secret doorway to another world below. Number 3. Rainbow Mountains, Peru, Vinicunca. Imagine walking through mountains that look like they've been painted with a rainbow. That's what you'll see at Vinicunca, also known as the Rainbow Mountain of Peru. These mountains aren't colored by humans. Nature did all the painting herself. Over millions of years, different minerals mixed together under the ground. Then, when wind and rain slowly wore away the rocks, these minerals appeared on the surface, showing colors like red, yellow, green, blue, and even purple. From far away, the hills look like layers of a rainbow cake stretching across the land. It's so beautiful that it almost feels unreal, like a dream landscape from a fairy tale. But getting there isn't easy. You have to climb high into the Andes Mountains, more than 17,000 feet above sea level. That's higher than most airplanes fly. Still, thousands of travelers visit every year just to see this colorful wonder with their own eyes. Nature reminds us how amazing nature is. No brush, no paint, just pure magic from the earth itself. Number 2. The Northern Lights, Arctic Circle. Imagine standing under a dark, cold sky, and suddenly the heavens start to dance. Waves of green, pink, and purple light swirl above you like ribbons made of magic. This amazing show is called the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis. But what makes this happen? It's actually science and nature working together. When energy from the sun travels all the way to Earth and hits our atmosphere, it makes the sky glow in beautiful colors. You can see the northern lights in places near the Arctic Circle, like Norway, Iceland, Finland, and Canada. The best time to see them is on a cold, clear winter night, far away from city lights. Sometimes the lights move slowly like waves on the ocean. Other times they twist and sparkle so fast it feels like the sky is alive. People who see them say it's one of the most magical experiences on Earth, like watching nature paint the sky just for you. The Northern Lights remind us that our world is full of mystery, beauty, and wonder. Number 1. Firefall at Yosemite, USA. Imagine a huge waterfall glowing bright orange and red, as if lava is flowing down the mountain. It looks like a real-life river of fire, but it's not. It's called the Firefall at Yosemite National Park in California, USA. Every year, for just a few magical days in February, the setting sun hits the waterfall at the perfect angle. The light shines through the falling water, turning it bright gold, orange, and red, just like molten lava. The waterfall is actually called Horsetail Fall, and it only glows when the sky is clear, the sun is in the right position, and enough water is flowing. It's like nature's secret light show, and only those who come at the right moment can see it. People travel from all around the world just to watch this breathtaking sight. Cameras click, people gasp, and for a few minutes, it feels like the mountain itself is on fire with magic. The Firefall is proof that nature doesn't need special effects. It creates its own wonders. From glowing caves to rainbow rivers, from pink lakes to fire waterfalls, our planet is full of amazing wonders that most people never even know exist. Every corner of Earth hides something mysterious, something magical, something that reminds us just how beautiful and powerful nature truly is. So next time you look at the sky, the sea, or the mountains, remember, this world still has secrets waiting to be found. You just have to open your eyes and explore. And if you enjoyed this journey through the hidden wonders of our world, don't forget to hit like, share this video with a friend, and subscribe for more amazing world mysteries and breathtaking places. Because trust me, there's still so much more nature doesn't want us to see yet.